We'll move on to the next speaker now, Dr. Madhu Shekhar. He is the Chief of Intraocular Lens and Cataract Services at Arvind Eye Hospital, Madurai. And it gives me great pleasure and honor to introduce him because he is a product of Patna Medical College Hospital and we are very proud of him in Bihar. And he will be giving his pearls of wisdom on learning the art of SICS. Dr. Madhu, please.
Thank you, sir, for
Dr. Madhu, even I am from Patna Medical College.
wonderful introduction. I want to thank. I am audible, madam?
You didn't hear what I said.
I am audible?
I said, Dr. Madhu, you didn't hear what I said.
No, he must have heard, ma'am. He is busy concentrating on his present. So
No,
you
I
got
was
both north
just
and south, ma'am.
busy in sharing, madam. Yes, madam. Tell me, madam.
Yes.
She said she is also from Patna Medical College Hospital.
Yes, I know, madam.
All Patna Medical College have assembled today in the afternoon.
First
Great.
of all, I want to thank Chitra madam and ASARC committee and Satyajit Sinha's boss for giving me opportunity. So I am going to present a case of SICS in black cataract. So in this, this patient was having around more than 2 diopter against the rule astigmatism. So I am going to do temporal SICS. So I will just start my video. So I would like to emphasize on few steps in managing brown-black cataract to avoid complications. A relatively large brown incision of about 7 mm size was made. A sclerocorneal tunnel was fashioned with bevel-up crescent blade. Slightly larger side pockets were created to accommodate large nucleus. Well-constructed tunnel is very important in dealing with this large nucleus. Side port entry was made using 15-degree blade. For better visualization of entire capsule, it was stained with trypan blue. Corneal entry was made using bevel down keratome. Ensure that extension is limbus to limbus. Rhexis is initiated with bent 26 gauge needle. One can appreciate mild phacogenesis while doing Rhexis. Since pupil was mid dilated, I am doing underneath the pupillary margin to ensure larger Rhexis margin. Here I have retracted my iris to check for my large Rhexis, progression of large Rhexis. Multiple but gentle hydrodissection was done to release the capsular cortical adhesion. I would like to emphasize on importance of bimanual technique in this type of cataract. Cyclodialysis spatula is placed underneath the capsular axis margin to avoid undue stress on the already compromised zonules. This animation of bimanual prolapse technique helps us to understand the technique in better way. Cyclodialysis spatula acts like a fulcrum over which the nucleus is rotated out. So it will relieve the stress on the zonules. Nucleus was extracted using irrigating Bactis. Always make sure that tip of Bactis should be visible even through dense cataract to avoid iatrogenic iododialysis. Assisted nucleus delivery was done using Sinskey hook. Usually cortex will be less in this type of hard cataract, but there was some significant cortex in this cases. Always careful while doing cortex aspiration in this type of cataract where you have already compromised zonules. So you can do it in tangential manner to avoid stress on the zonules. anterior chamber was filled with viscoelastic and single piece square edge IOL was placed in the bag. So take home message for this managing black cataract is slightly larger tunnel with large side pockets, large rhexis, gentle hydrodissection and bimanual prolapse would help you to prevent a complication in managing this type of cases. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your choice of viscoelastic?
HPMC only I am using it.
And have you experience with the other types of surgeries, snare and bisect, and which do you compare, or each surgeon has one approach only?
Snare I have not used, madam, but my loop I have used. My loop mostly for phaco surgery I have used, and that to dissect the lens inside the bag. But I have not used for very hard cataract.
Very nice surgery, Dr. Madhushekar. Anybody has any questions to
Dr.
ask?
Parikshit,
Yes, Dr. Parikshit.
No, I just wanted to again. Dr.
Yes,
Shekhar gave a very excellent video, and the most important thing that he said is to have a larger incision for a black cataract. And your question, ma'am, about any other type of this. So in 1996, when we were learning small incision surgery, that time the phaco sandwich and bisection of the phaco, they were the two most common things by Peter Kansas and Bill Fry. But the problem is when the nucleus is very, very big, it is very difficult to put two more instruments in the anterior chamber because the nucleus itself occupies most of the space. So this problem was very elegantly solved by Dr. Anil Shah when he made the snare, because the snare is very thin and can go through it. But otherwise, what I think the Arvind Eye Care system does and what most surgeons do is just have a larger incision and use visco expulsion or blue menthol and have the nucleus delivered in toto. So sometimes the astigmatism is slightly more, but then in the long run, the cornea is much more healthier. There is no endothelial cell loss. And this is what we always tell our residents, that there is a trade-off between corneal damage and astigmatism. When we go for smaller and smaller incision, the astigmatism becomes lesser. But if the cataract is very, very hard, then there could be some problem with the corneal endothelium, which may not be very initially seen, but 7, 8, 10 years down the line, the chances of a persistent corneal edema are much more. Especially so when we don't have specular microscope, anytime we feel that the corneal endothelium is not good, it is always better to go in for a larger incision.
Very right.
Just
Very right.
one.
Kamaljeet, sir.
Yes, very rightly said. There is nothing to add more. Yes, rightly said that you should make a larger incision, and through that you must finish the surgery. Because the cornea should remain transparent in any case. In such a hyper-mature cataract, there is no need of making a smaller incision, then enlarging. That leads to more astigmatism and more poor wound construction. It's
Saurabh,
always better to plan a larger incision.
Dr. Saurabh?
Very, very elegant surgery, sir. Just wanted to ask, are you a left-handed surgeon, like from
Yes,
the
sir.
video?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's a different question because I train students. For phaco, when trainer is right-handed and student is left-handed, many times we have difficulties. So we go ahead with the temporal incision, so both can do the surgery. For SICS training, do you do something differently if the trainer and learner is right-handed, left?
One extra side port you have to make
Okay.
to
Otherwise-
take out the. But I am ambidextrous, so I used to make my side port on right side, so I don't
Yeah.
have problem in training.
That's right.